It is the 11th of April 2021 and we're just 7 days away from celebrating the country's 41st independence anniversary. The independence that not only came with the emancipation from colonial bondage, but also with the peace and tranquility that comes with collective participation in the maintenance of law and order in the country. Talking of the maintenance of law and order, which is the top priority of the Zimbabwe Republic, please, Crime Watch, it is, I'm Elliot Kudzai Ganyani, and thank you for giving us company tonight. In our first story, the Zimbabwe Republic Police recorded an increased number of people who violated COVID-19 measures and regulations, especially during the Easter holidays. Many people chose to disregard the law, and as a result of this, the total cumulative figure of arrests for offences related to national lockdown shot from 549,968 as at the 30th of March 2021 to over 567,465 by the end of the Easter holidays on the 5th of April 2021. In one of the incidents, ZRP Avondale in Harare apprehended 45 people at around 02:30 hours at Pelagia's Bar and Restaurant who were celebrating a birthday party, disregarding the curfew order among other COVID-19 regulations. In light of this, the ZRP warns all beer hall, bar and nightclub operators who breached government's COVID-19 regulations that arrests are being effected with appropriate action now in motion to ensure that Liquor Licensing Board revokes all licenses for those operating against the law. Police urges members of the public to continue supplying information for errant beer hall, bar or nightclub operators for decisive action to be taken. The public is urged to continue observing government's COVID-19 health, safety and security protocols by wearing face masks, practicing social distancing and sanitizing, among other COVID-19 preventive measures. Meanwhile, police is disturbed by some reckless driving conduct being exhibited by some drivers on the country's roads. This year's Easter holidays are recorded a much higher road traffic accident statistics compared to the same period last year. Year 2020 had a total of 178 compared to 231 road traffic accidents in 2021 during the respective Easter holidays, with year 2021 recording 25 against 2020's 8 fatal road accidents. 8 people died on the road last year, while 2021 had 26 deaths. A total of 149 people were injured on the country's roads this year compared to 22 last year. Most of these accidents are a result of human error, such as speeding, inattention, overtaking errors, and failure to observe road rules and regulations. Drivers are urged to always exercise caution, be patient, considerate, and observant while driving. Pedestrians are also reminded to be observant when crossing any road. Moving to other stories, the reduced water level in Limpopo River has seen some people resorting to illegal activities such as smuggling and border jumping along the Zimbabwe-South Africa borderline. However, police are employing various strategies to curb these illegal activities. Crime Watch spoke to Officer Commanding ZRP Support Unit Province Commissioner Vazivi Duve on this.
We have deployed a big number to ensure that we curb smuggling, illegal border crossing and other crimes, cross-border crimes at Beitbridge. And of late, we arrested one accused person by the name Sebenzani Piri for smuggling of ammunition. He was found in possession of 1,000 by 22 H bullet heads. Investigations are underway to establish the source of this ammunition and the destination. We also arrested 2 accused persons, Takaona Mazorodze and Prosper Mazivisa, for smuggling of Remington Gold cigarettes. They were found in possession of 80 boxes of Remington Gold cigarettes at a place called Eroto in Beitbridge. We will continue with these serious efforts to curb smuggling and ensure that all forms of smuggling and illegal border crossing is eliminated along our borders.
In another story, ZRP Avondale accounted for a maid who disappeared with her employer's property after working for less than 2 weeks. We spoke to the member in charge crime Avondale Police Station to tell us more on this.
We received a case of theft of household property where it was suspected that a housemaid who had been recently employed by the complainant stole various household property from Avondale area and hired a truck to transport the property to Chitungwiza, where she resides. Through our investigations, we managed to unveil the correct particulars of the suspect, and the suspect was located and apprehended. We also managed to recover all the reported stolen property, and the case has been taken to court. Through investigations, we have discovered that the complainant employed the housemaid through communications over social media platforms. So we urge members of the community to first conduct background checks before they employ their employees. And this service is offered by the Zimbabwe Republic Police for free. You can visit any police station and they will assist you.
We caught up with the employer at Avondale Police Station, where she was being handed over her recovered property.
Ndakabva kubasa na ndichiuya pa lunch time ndakasvika musikana asiya mwana ane 2 years ari ega. Ndakasvika ndatuta midziyo yemumba, ma deep freezer, ma stove, ma gas tank, ma TV, ma radio, magumbezi, ma plates nema cups zvemumba, hembe zvese nema laptops akatakura. Mapurisa epa Avondale Police Station ndinoda kuatenda nekuti batsira kuti tibate mbavha iyi. Nyaya iyi yasolveka munguva pfupi. Saka apa ndikumirira kuti mapepa aprocesswe, midziyo yangu ndidzoke nayo.
From that story, we are taking a short break. Join us in the second segment. Welcome to the second segment of Crime Watcher, and to those who are just joining us, thank you for tuning in. Residents of Chitungwiza were relieved following the arrest of some people who were committing a series of unlawful entry into premises and theft cases. In the first case, Bruce Mahere, age 38, was nabbed by the police, and initial investigations led to the clearance of 11 cases. Let us get more from Detective Inspector Violet Vurepisiwela.
Of late, CID Chitungwiza policing area has experienced an upsurge in cases of unlawful entry. Through investigations, it was revealed that Bruce Mahere was the one who was perpetrating these cases. He was arrested in one of the bars in St. Mary's area. He was taken to station and he admitted having broken into 11 houses. He led detectives on indications and the recovery of the stolen property. Meanwhile, he has been taken to court where he has been remanded to 16 April for trial. In the other case, we have managed to arrest a syndicate of 3 accused persons, namely Tendai Murefu, Tendai Muchemwa, and Lovemore Chasheka. The 3 were operating during the day, whereby they would move around the location looking for a room to rent. When they approach a house where there are no occupants, they would break in and store various household goods. They were arrested and admitted having broken into 13 houses, and they led detectives on indications and the recoveries of the property. Among the property which were recovered are some television sets, blankets, and various household goods.
Musui wakaitika zvinhu izvi takamuka ari makuseni tikaona kuti mumba manga mabiwa zvinhu zvakawanda kusanganisira neTV ndokuzotsvaka kuti vapinda nepapi ndobva tachiona kuti vakapinda nepahwindo iro riri ndokubuda nepapa zvakare. Kunzwa kufara CID yakatiitira basa hombe takavarairwa hedu kwakutozoona TV yedu yawanika. Saka ndiri kunzwa kufara uye ikurudziro yangu kuno veruzhinji kuti muchinge mabirwa endai munovaudza mapurisa ibasa ravo uye takazviona kuti vanozvigona vedu wee.
Ndinoda kupa kutenda kwakanyanyisa kune maCID epano pamakoni
atirikavhira zvinhu zvedu. Hama dzangu ndiri kunzwa kufara, ndiri kuvatenda zvakanyanyisa.
Moving to road safety issues, the Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe toured a number of the country's highways with a view to check on the driver driving conduct. We talked to Mr. Ernest Mchena, the Acting Director of Operations Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe, who had this to say about this important tour.
During the 2021 Easter holiday campaigns, the Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe joined hands with the Zimbabwe Republic Police in carrying out road safety awareness campaigns. We came up with 15 teams that were made up of traffic safety officers and Zimbabwe Republic Police traffic officers. And out of these 15 teams, some of them were using Zimbabwe Republic Police patrol cars, which were being used to disseminate information using their public address systems at selected points. Some of the teams were situated at selected points and they had to pitch our Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe tents. The campaigns were based on the theme I Care, where we were emphasizing that each road user must care for the other road user. We have noted that some people drive without due care and attention, and this normally results in road traffic accidents. We also had a team of monitors from the Zimbabwe Republic Police and the Traffic Safety Council who were moving along the highways just to check on the state of road safety and also to check on our teams. As we were monitoring campaigns, we observed that most of the motorists were traveling at very high speed which was too fast for the conditions. We also noticed that there were a lot of unregistered pirate taxis known as Mshika that were plying different routes, taking advantage of high volumes of people who were using our roads. We also observed that some of the people who were boarding the public service vehicles would take off their masks once they are inside the bus, and this is against COVID-19 protocols prescribed by the World Health Organization, and it is also against the standard operating procedures that were issued to those bus companies for them to operate. If we have a look at the 2021 accident statistics for the Easter period and compare them with the 2020 period, you notice that the number of people killed and even the number of fatal accidents may be multiplied threefold. But we would like to also take note of the fact that during the Easter period for 2020, the country was on a full national lockdown. There was less movement of vehicles. Actually, it was the essential services vehicles that were on the road, and most of the people were not supposed to move. So come this Easter, we noticed that there was a trend of people continuously moving on our roads, traveling to the villages, and there was a lot of intercity travel. So this also contributed to the number of accidents. But as Traffic Safety Council, we would like to inform all road users to exercise extreme caution when they are traveling on our roads. We have also made preparations for the Independence holidays. The Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe and the ZRP are going to continue raising awareness, and come the 16th of April 2021 up to the 19th, we are also going to redeploy our teams on the roads. We are also going to add more patrol cars onto our roads to ensure that there is sanity on our roads. We would also like to appeal to road users who are planning to travel during the Independence holidays to ensure that they allow enough travel time, especially those who are using the Harare Beit Bridge Road where there is a lot of roadworks going on, and they should give additional time for stoppages, additional time for using the roads that have been created so that the construction work goes on.
As we journey towards the Independence Day, let us drive cautiously at all times to save lives and property on the roads. Join us in the third and final segment. Welcome to the third and final segment of Crime Watch. Statutory Instrument 200 of 2020 states that only ZUPCO registered buses and commuter or minibuses are allowed to ferry the commuting public. However, there are some shika-shika combis and other vehicles which are going against this law, ferrying the commuting public without being certified to do so. Police has embarked on an operation to uproot these unscrupulous operators.
We are carrying out an operation which is targeting combis or commuter or minibuses which are operating against lockdown regulations. Statutory Instrument number 200 of 2020 forbids these commuter or minibuses to operate without being registered with the ZUPCO. So far we've arrested and impounded more than 500 commuter or minibuses. We have so far taken almost 200 to court where they were made to pay fines. On taking to court, we will take to court the driver as well as the operator. So to the passengers we are saying, you should not board these combis which do not have ZUPCO stickers on them. As long as you continue to board combis which are not registered, you are endangering your lives, because at one time they will be trying to evade police arrest, and obviously their driving conduct will be reckless. Any time might be involved in an accident. This operation is ongoing and is being conducted throughout the country. So I urge members of the public to cooperate with police as we try to bring sanity on our roads and our cities.
Police insist that with illicit drug dealings, drug abuse and trafficking cases, the Criminal Investigations Department, Drugs and Narcotics, is leaving no stone unturned to account for people involved in such shoddy deals. Just recently, they intercepted such criminals and recovered some drugs. Let us hear about this and more.
We have been receiving information concerning people who are involved in illicit drug dealings. We reacted to this information and have made a number of arrests. For instance, recently we have arrested a Brazilian drug trafficker at RG Mugabe International Airport who was found in possession of 4.3 kilograms of cocaine. The seized cocaine has an estimated street value of 36,120,000 Zimbabwean dollars. This Brazilian man was taken to court and was remanded in custody and will appear again in court on the 21st of April 2021. In the other case, we also have a syndicate of a Brazilian lady with 2 Zimbabweans who were also arrested for possession of 230 grams of cocaine. The seized cocaine has an estimated street value of over 60,000 Zimbabwean dollars. The trio has been taken to court and has been remanded in custody to the 20th of April 2021.
We have also arrested 2 ladies from Marlborough, Harare for possession of Broncle cough syrup. The 2 were found in possession of about 458 times 100 milliliter bottles of Broncle cough syrup. The 2 have since appeared in court. One was convicted and sentenced to about 480 hours of community service, whilst the other one was remanded in custody awaiting trial. Just recently, we've also received information about a Chitungwiza woman residing in Manyame Park who was dealing in crystal meth and cocaine. Acting upon the information, detectives from CID Drugs and Narcotics searched the accused's house and found 500 grams of crystal meth and 300 grams of cocaine. The 2 accused persons have since appeared in court. And let me make this sound warning to those who are dealing in illicit drugs. We are definitely coming after you.
Talking of drug abuse or consumption of prohibited drugs, Crime Watch took time to talk to the government medical officer at the Criminal Investigations Department headquarters in Harare to elaborate on the effects of such addictions.
We've been having lots of cases involving people who have been arrested because they possess methamphetamine. Methamphetamine is a psychostimulant that is a synthetic drug that is made in the lab, usually backyard labs, that people can take for them to have many different effects. Some people have taken it at party scenes for them to feel good and to feel euphoric, but other people take it so that they can be able to work longer and harder. But when the effects start wearing off, you end up feeling bad and you need more to get the same feeling, which is what we call dependency and withdrawal symptoms. You can even have depression, or you can even become psychotic and not even remember what you have done. You can have skin problems. You can have problems with your heart. You can have problems with your mental health, that is your brain. Socially, people who take methamphetamine are having challenges in terms of the social relationships. It makes people very irritable, such that you can also become very aggressive and you can commit acts of assault without really intending to. For someone to finance their habit, they can end up resorting to crime. For example, they can sell things that either belong to them or that belong to other people. Socially, drug abuse creates a false sense of overconfidence, which tends to increase propensity to commit crime. Methamphetamine in particular can lead people to get isolated from their communities or their families. It can lead to loss of employment. It can lead to marital conflicts. It can lead to a lot of other social ills that range from prostitution, loitering in the streets, and a lot of other burglaries. Economically, you end up spending more time to get the drug than for you to do other productive things. Legally, it is an illegal drug.
Before we come to the end of this week's episode, here are people who are on the police wanted list. Police in Marondera are looking for Donald Makoni, whose last known address is Beehive Preschool, Combo Business Center, Marondera, for having sexual intercourse with a minor. In the other case to do with wanted persons, police is in possession of a video clip and pictures of thieves who were captured by closed-circuit television (CCTV) committing unlawful entry and theft. The video and pictures have since gone viral on social media platforms. The gang ransacked a number of places where they would unlawfully enter, stealing properties in the process, mostly in Rua and Damafos areas. Police is appealing to anyone who may recognize any of the people in the video or pictures are showing on your screen to alert any nearest police establishment so that the culprits can be accounted for. You can also contact us on any of the following details. Our national complaints desk number is 0242 703 631. Website www.zrp.gov.zw. You can also email us on feedback@zrp.gov.zw. Our Twitter handle is @PleaseZimbabwe. You can also link with us on our Facebook page, Zimbabwe Republic Please. To those who may have missed this program, do not despair. You can watch any of our episodes on the ZRP YouTube channel, Zimbabwe Republic Please. I must say thank you very much for taking time to be with us. It is always a pleasure to mingle with you through this platform. As we head towards the 18th of April 2021, Zimbabwe's Independence Day, yes, do remember the COVID-19 preventive measures. Also remember to celebrate this very important day. At Crime Watch, we say halala Zimbabwe halala. Happy Independence and good night.